my name is Emily Davison, I'm 18 years old and I am the founder of Fashioneyesta.com, which is an online fashion and lifestyle advice blog for blind and partially sighted people. Today I'm doing this video to talk about living paintings and the current work that I'm doing with them. So Living Paintings is an organisation that produces tactile and audio books for blind and partially sighted teenagers, and they range topics from things like fashion to music to Britannia to history, space travel, sciences, a lot of different things they cover. And the crux of their charity is in order to present the visual world in a accessible tactile format. So I'm currently working on a couple of their books with them, and one of them I'm working on is fashion, and it's about fashion through the ages, so from the early 20s up to the 70s and onwards. So today, in relation to World Book Day, I am here to talk about a book that I have been reading recently and how it relates to fashion and what my take on fashion is and how I'd aim to preserve it for future generations, visually impaired or not. So this book is called The Time Traveling Fashionista by Bianca Turetsky, and it's about a young girl called Louise who embarks on a time travelling mission, and she goes back to the glamorous world on the Titanic. And it's really interesting because it's got illustrated as well, but basically she sees so many beautiful clothes, but there's also the very real life thing of the Titanic and kind of the dangers that she faces. So this book was absolutely brilliant. They've got a second one as well called The Time Traveling Fashionista and the Post of Marie Antoinette, so I'm looking forward to reading that one as well. But basically my idea in relation to World Book Day and my project for Living Paintings as a guest blogger is to show how a time capsule would be able to preserve fashion through the ages and my unique style. So we all know what a time capsule is. We know that basically you put things in it and you plant it in the ground, and then 50 to 100 years later someone will find it, pick it up, and it will tell them what life in the past was like. My take on this is that I do the same thing, but it would be a fashion pieces from my wardrobe and how the future generations from 50 to 100 years time would see and perceive me, Fashioneyesta.com founder Emily Davison, and how they'd perceive my fashion sense. My fashion sense is quite eclectic, so I've got wacky pieces, I've got quirky pieces, I've got vintage, I've got high street, handmade. My wardrobe is just like a big, huge range in the spectrum. I don't have a simple, defined style. I'm very kind of liberated in what I dress like and what I would wear. So first of all, to talk you through what I'm wearing today, I'm wearing a pair of vintage style bootcut jeans from Next, quite old. I'm also wearing a pair of cream Vivienne Westwood T-bar shoes. I've got this tapestry jacket which has got pearl detail on it, and it was from Boho for £45. I've got this shirt, and it's sort of like a Edwardian style white shirt from Mango. I've also got this ring from Troshki, and it's the Prima ring. It was for a birthday present. I've got pearl earrings that my mum gave me. They were her wedding day earrings. To talk you through my time capsule, I'm going to show you a few pieces and what I love the most, why I like them the most, and why I'd want to put them in a time capsule in order to preserve my fashion style. So one of the crucial things that would go into my time capsule is this book, which is a definitive guide to vintage shopping, and basically it tells you about all the different eras of vintage, what to look for, what designers were the most current, and what styles to look for when vintage shopping. And it's also got a list of the best vintage shops around the world. So this is great because it will tell future generations what the modern women of 2013 looked for when vintage shopping, but also of the eras before 2013, so that it will give a clear picture of the history of fashion in the vintage world. The second thing would be these shoes. Now, anybody who knows me will know that I always wear these. I love them, and they are a red T-bar pair of Vivienne Westwood shoes, and they've got gold detailing on the buckles, and I love them. They're a Melissa and Vivienne Westwood collaboration. They're like gold dust now, you can't find them anymore. This was the second pair I bought. Everyone refers to them as Dorothy shoes, and I just feel so much more proud and happier when I wear them. I just look at them and make me happy. So I love them, and they would definitely you know, undisputedly they would go into my time capsule. More newer, so you can still buy this even now, is this red hat from Christie's London. Comes in its very own little red hat box, which I like. It's a Christmas present, and this is what it looks like. It's a very, like, a sort of a cherry red colour hat, and it's a bowler hat. And if anybody who's seen my I Hat an Idea blog will know that I had this on then. And I just absolutely love it. I just think it's amazing. You know, I'd never spend a lot of money on a hat. I'm just not really a hat person, but you know, this turned me on to Christie's boutique, and I just love this hat. They've also got it available in cream, and they've also got it available in blue. So anybody who wants to look a bit more of the modern woman masculine look that they're having at the moment, with the, you know, with the bowler hats and the bow tie necklaces and the white shirts, this is a great piece to have. I will be wearing it for many years. The thing I have now for you is this wonderful bag, which was painted for me by my mother, who runs the blog Emily M Originals, and she paints canvas tote bags with a scene, and you can have anything that you want. So she painted me, this is my first one that she's ever painted me, and it took her 9 hours to paint, and I love it because it's the Alice in Wonderland scene. So basically, to talk you through it, here is me. I am dressed as a caricature of Alice in this bag, and you know, there's a scene of the enchanted forest with the toadstools and the pocket watch hanging on a tree, butterflies, dragonflies. I'm holding the drink me and the eat me beverages, and then there's a little Cheshire cat in the corner, and he's just smiling away, looking so debonair and dashing, and it's got detailing to the sides, and I think this is a really true statement piece. No one will have one like it, and I just love it. My mum's done me so proud, and I'm so happy with this, and I will love this bag to the day I die. So the fifth thing I would have for my time capsule is this fragrance, which is called Flower Bomb by Victor & Moth, and I love it. It's a very floral scent. It's very strong, but in a nice way. It's very, it's got this just a wonderful scent to it, and it just punches right out at you in a lovely way. I love this. This is my absolute all-time favourite fragrance. No matter what, I will always buy this again and again and again. So I think it's nice to sort of show people from the future what I would smell like as well as what I would dress like. So the sixth piece that I would add to my time capsule would be this 1920s vintage brooch, which is a dragonfly, and it has garnets in it. And the wings do move about when you clip it on, so it's got a very lifelike feel. I got this from the Greenwich Clock Tower Market, and I absolutely am in love with it. It's one of my favourite brooches of all time, and it's such a statement piece. And I've looked on the internet, I've looked on vintage sites, I've looked on eBay. You can't find another one like this, so this is why it's going in there, because it's so unique and it's so beautiful, and it really is a true symbol of what I'm like, because I love dragonflies. They're one of my favourite icons in the world of nature. So the seventh piece that I would add to my time capsule wardrobe is this coat. Now, I got this from a shop in Flask Walk, and it's a turquoise sort of colour coat, and it just looks like it's a multitude of peacock feathers, flowers at the bottom. It's all kind of embellished with sequins and detailing, and the sewing and the workmanship is absolutely amazing, and I've never stopped getting compliments on this coat. I love it so much. It's one of those coats you could wear for winter or summer, you know, with a black roll neck underneath or with a little dress underneath, and it's got a sort of a velvety button fastening here, and it's just one of those coats that are a true statement, and it will really show your edge to fashion. So I love this piece, and it would definitely go in my time capsule as a coat. I'm just showing you the back now. And if you can see it, I've just pulled the sleeves out of it, so you can see the beautiful detailing on the back as well. It's all over it, and it's so stunning, and the peacock feathers are so detailed, and it would also look amazing at the moment for the Oriental trend fashion, which is all about going east and looking to all the trends for there, particularly that sort of the Indian aspect of the fashion, but more so as just one of those statement pieces that you'll never see again. So the next piece that I would add to my time capsule wardrobe would be this beautiful navy blue with white polka dots 1940s style dress, which I got from Closet. I love this dress. It's got pocket detailing and it's very, very sophisticated and elegant style. I wore it to my fashion shoot for my 18th birthday present with Alan Strutt. I wear it with my red T-Bob Review My Squid shoes, and I'll never stop loving this dress. I love the 1940s style, and this is so well made, and it looks absolutely amazing on. It's got short sleeves, sort of like, it's not really cap sleeve, I wouldn't call it, but it's very, very short sleeves. And the back is done with a zip, and it's very reminiscent of the 1940s, and because they wouldn't have used a lot of buttons and things like that, because they wouldn't have had a lot of the luxury to do it. So it's a very true to word, very true to creation style dress, and it's just one of those pieces that look absolutely amazing for whatever occasion that you want to go to. I've all seen what clothes, what shoes, what fragrance I had to my time capsule, so now I'm going to talk you through what product I'd have in there. So this is my desert island product. This is the product I would never be without, and it is the Clinique 7-Day Scrub. And it's called the 7-Day Scrub, it's because it's mild enough to be able to exfoliate the skin. The beads inside the product are small and rounded enough to be able to not scratch your skin, which leaves your skin feeling smooth and exfoliated and very, very clean. I've never got spots, I've never had trouble with spots, and I believe this is why. So another thing that I would add to my time capsule, I can't be without it. It is an all-round must-have in my capsule, and it's not exclusively fashion, but it does help me when I'm shopping and looking for new fashion pieces, and it is the iPhone 5. Now, every person knows that if there was a time capsule for 2013, no matter what topic it was on, the iPhone would be in there, I guarantee you. And I just can't be without my iPhone. I live on it, I sleep with it, I just do everything on it, and it's just my trusty companion alongside my guide dog. And that's the back cover. I do change my covers quite a lot, but at the moment I've got the Cheshire Cat on there. Again, you can see that I love Alice in Wonderland, and it looks a bit sinister, some people say, but I love him. I just think it's amazing. So, you know, this would go in there, and it would show people how much of a busy schedule I had in the world of Fashioneyesta stroke university graduate student. Now, you'll be waiting for it. This is the final piece that I would have in my time capsule, and it's this sequin embellished skater dress from Topshop. And I'll tell you the story of this. I got this for my graduation at sixth form, and for ages I've been looking around for a nice dress. Everyone was saying about what dresses they had, and I was a bit like, oh, what do I get? What do I get? And you know, I looked in vintage shops, I'd looked online, I'd looked on ASOS, I'd looked in every shop under the sun, and me and my mum were absolutely knackered. We hadn't found anything that I liked until me and my mum were looking around, and I, like a jackdaw, spotted something shimmering in the last chance to buy section, and it was this dress. And ironically, it was in a petite and it was in a size 6, and I just knew it was meant for me before I put it on. When I put it on, I had a underskirt underneath it, which you can get from vintage shops or places like Beyond Retro, and I just fell in love with it, and I got so many compliments on this, and people were saying to me, oh God, you upstaged everybody. But the thing is, this dress truly captures the essence of Fashioneyesta. My thesis on fashion is to go out with a bang. So whether it be a special occasion, a birthday, a graduation, whatever it is, when there's a special occasion, go out with a bang. And you know, you'll never